the food I chose for this project was deep fried fish because growing up we had Friday night fish fries very frequently. We did it as a way for my family and friends to come together and remain a very active part of each other's lives. We had a Friday night fish fry at least once a month throughout the summer. It didn't matter where it was, but usually we hosted. Anyone that wanted to come was invited. Fish on Fridays is culturally important because, in a religious standpoint, during the Catholic idea of Lent, members of the religion were not actually allowed to eat meat, like red meat, on Fridays. So another root of fish fries is that it was a way for taverns or bars to make money during the Prohibition when they weren't actually allowed to sell alcohol. Fish fries are particularly popular in the Midwestern area, like Wisconsin, where I grew up, because we have a large source of fresh fish. Anyone in Wisconsin would be able to go not very far just to find a lake for them to go fishing in. Some people find it as a way to just celebrate the end of the week, getting through another week with each other. For one serving, it's about 250 grams, and there are 505 calories per serving. The macronutrient content, there's about 50% of your carbohydrate intake for your daily percentages, about 8% of fiber. There's about 1.27 grams of sugar, about 66% of your protein, which isn't that surprising, and then 29% of your fat intake. The two highest micronutrients is niacin, which is a vitamin, and that's 36% of your daily intake, and pantothenic acid, which is 20%. This food, in my mind, it's not really a healthy option. There are ways of making it healthier, but personally, the way that my family does it, not that healthy. It's basically that fried fish is probably the least healthy way of preparing fish, as you're putting batter over it and frying it in oil. It just adds so many different things and calories. The batter itself adds calories, obviously, and the oil that soaks into the fish and the batter. Every household really has their own way of doing it in the Midwest. Personally, to prepare it, a fish is filleted and then covered in egg and then tossed around in a mixture. We do like 50% saltine crackers, and then about half of this batter mix we use Shore Lunch. It's then placed in oil that's very hot, and then we usually use peanut oil, and then we boil it. We fry it until it's about golden brown. It's often served with tartar sauce, which in itself is very not healthy because it is relish and mayonnaise, and so obviously the mayonnaise is not that great. Any other dipping sauce can be used as well. For my interview, I'm using my friend Brooke. She's from around the same area as me. She grew up there, so I knew that she too did fish fries. So my first question is, why is fried fish culturally relevant for you?
So on my mom's side of the family, it's always a big thing to get together with everyone on Friday fish fries. And after my grandpa passed away, it kind of became more of a tradition because then we wanted to keep like his spirit alive afterwards. Yeah.
Okay. How often does your family do fish fries?
I'd say about once a month, unless there's like a special occasion, like a birthday or something that happens to fall on a weekend, we'll do an extra.
Okay. What do you use in the batter for the fish, and do you personally think that it's very healthy?
We use eggs, flour, beer, and other seasonings. And no, it's probably not the most healthy option, but there's also, I know, that worse out there.
Okay. What do you serve the fish with? Like, what do you dip it in? And
a lot of tartar sauce.
Okay. Do you think that you're going to continue this tradition when you have a family?
Yeah, I'm sure we will, especially as long as my extended family continues to do it. It'll go on to my next family.
Okay, and then one more question. Does everyone in your family like play a role in the fish fry? Like, does everyone bring something, or do they all prepare it together? Like, how does it go?
Yeah, it's kind of like a potluck, but like everyone rotates on like what they bring to the potluck, so it kind of evens out on price wise from month to month. So yeah.
Okay.